You have to have your schedule, so you really have to plan your day well. And I always like to make something different, at least different for myself. I always follow my heart with what I do.
Do you have a routine? Do you work out every day? What's the
deal?
Yeah.
I'm actually a robot. Everybody needs to do their own thing. I don't really look at other people.
Hello, Believe Nation, it's Evan. My one word is believe, and I believe in people more than they believe in themselves. And my sincere hope is that if you see in yourself what I see in you, you'll be able to change the planet. So to help you on your journey, today we're going to learn from one of the greatest DJs of all time, Tiësto, and my take on his top 10 rules for success. Rule number 4 is my personal favorite, and I'd love to know which one you guys like the best. Also, as you're watching, if you hear something that really resonates with you, please leave it down in the comments below and put quotes around it so other people can be inspired by it as well. And if you leave it within the first couple hours of this video going live, you have a chance to win one of 2 daily prizes.
I mean, it depends. If I have some time off, I always take time for music. So for me, it's different, I think. But when I'm touring every day, I have actually more routine than when I'm not touring every day. So it's like, because then you have to have your schedule. So you really have to plan your day well. But if I have 6 weeks off, I'm pretty much all over the place. You know, you just you don't really have a schedule, so you just do whatever.
Yeah, and you waste time.
Yeah, but if you have a really military schedule, then you have to really plan everything well. So that works better for me, actually. Around 2007, 2008, after I released my Elements of Life album, I felt like, you know, I've been playing this kind of music and DJing this kind of music for so many years. And I was just like, I want to try something different, because I felt I have everything done that's possible in the trance world where I came from. So I can keep going making trance, but then it will start to sound the same as everything I've done before. And I always like to make something different, at least different for myself, and to push myself. I always like to look for the next thing. Yep. And I moved to LA for a couple months, and I heard the American DJs play there in Vegas, and they were mashing up all this stuff, and everything was possible. You could play like a dance track and a hip hop track, and everybody loved everything. And that inspired me to become more open-minded, to really get more influenced by different styles of dance music. Yep. And that's where I became more like the Kaleidoscope album, more like use indie rock artists, singer-songwriters, and try to make different kind of songs.
How has it been? How has that journey been for you?
It's been a roller coaster journey.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's never ending. You know, every year I think, maybe now it's going less good, but still everything is going great, and I always seem to make the right decisions at the right time. So far in my career, you know, I always follow my heart with what I do and with the music, and so far so good. And I'm just happy with everything that has happened to me in the last 10 years.
How do you keep your energy, your health? Every time I've seen you over all these years, you have such energy. And, you know, life has ups and downs. You have breakups, you have business problems. Every time I see you step onto that stage, there's just like do you have a routine? Do you work out every day? What's the
deal?
Yeah.
I'm actually a robot.
That's what.
Born in space, and but I think what's very important is that I have the passion for it, you know, and everybody can see that. I'm just a real person, and I love the music, and I love to perform, I love to DJ, and I love to talk about it. And I think that's if you love what you do, you'll never really get tired, and I think that's the most important thing. You know?
I think the new generation DJs is very clean, very focused on their work and focused on their careers, and you can't afford to do drugs on stage. You know, there's always the exception, I guess, the Amy Winehouse of the DJs somewhere, but I think in general it just doesn't work like that. You know, people DJs know they have one chance and one chance only, so they have to make the most out of it, and you can't let that go to pieces. It's not just about being a good DJ, it's about the right music. Fight for every chance you get.
I made it to the top, and nobody can ever take that away from me anymore. So I feel less pressure. And actually, I mean, #1 2 years in a row. So that's even more crazy. And I'm like, well, if I'm not #1 next year, You know, I'm still going to be a good DJ. No matter what you have, no matter who you are, always try to be yourself. I want to do something special because everybody always says like, well, the DJs are the new rock stars. But in general, they're still just playing clubs and do whatever they want and not really put in a good show. So we had some Brazilian drums, some Asian guitars, and for me that was the most incredible experience I ever had as a DJ.
In general, I like to work with people who can bring something creative and emotional value to the song. So it doesn't really matter if she's or he is famous or not. It's more like what extra can he or she bring to the song. That's for me the most important thing.
No, not really pressure, but you know, everybody needs to do their own thing. I don't really look at other people, what they do, or I don't compare myself to anybody. I just want to make myself the best possible show that fits me and fits my crowd. And so lately, the more and more people struggle, I think, in the dance music because they're not creative anymore. I think too many people just think commercially only about money and not try to innovate the music like they used to do even 3-4 years ago.
I can't wait to get in. That's why I'm here this early, to get a great spot in there. I'm from Litauen.
You're from Litauen?
From Litauen, yeah.
Okay, so you only come here from Tiësto?
Yeah. We've been looking forward to this for 2 months. It's been the biggest concert in the world, so we love him. We love him. It's great. Yeah.
I never expected this, so I think it's going to be really good vibes tonight.
Welcome to Copenhagen. We are now standing in front of Parken and we are going in to see a fantastic concert.
Bandspot.com. I like it. It's good. That is quality.
How is it to stand like one man in the middle of a crowd of like 20,000 or more?
Yeah,
I mean, like
it's
you came from nothing and then you just like
exactly.
standing with your hands in the air.
I'm the American dream.
Yeah, I mean, but that was, well, how does it feel? I mean, I can't imagine.
How does it feel? I mean,
you don't get shy or anything in start, or?
No, you get used to it. I mean, not in the way that it's not exciting anymore, but if you play for 1,000 people or 5,000 or 10,000, it doesn't matter anymore. You know, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, of course.
So you get really excited. I mean, it's amazing to be there by yourself and you play your tracks and you see people go.
Okay, I can imagine.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
It's the biggest rush on earth.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I made this video because Mark Syria asked me to. If there's someone you'd like me to profile in their future top 10, please check out the link down in the description below and you can cast your vote on who we should do next. I also want to give a quick shout out to Rania Rahim. Rania, thank you so much for picking up a copy of my book, Your One Word, and posting about it on Instagram. I really appreciate the support and I hope you enjoyed the read. Thank you guys again for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love. I'll see you soon.
You can't plan the future, you know? You never know what's going to happen, but I just decided for myself, like, as long as I really enjoy it and don't see it as work, I'm going to continue, and as soon as I feel like now it's getting boring or annoying, then I'm definitely going to stop, you know?